So hi Vinod, nice to have you on our face-to-face show. How are you doing, Vinod?
Good evening, sir. This is very awesome feeling that I have connected with you once again. Good evening to you,
Wonderful.
sir. All right, sir.
So nice to see you. And I know we have been associated for so long. When
All
was the
right, sir.
first time you attended, Vinod?
So it was a very fortunate time in 2013. It was the first Millionaire Mind program. In fact, I just enrolled on a trial basis the free workshops. One of my partners, and we are so motivated that we immediately meet you and we are booked for. We are not knowing what it is all about, but just we gone through a flow and attend that
Yes,
first.
yes, I
Right,
remember. So it's been almost 9 years. Pura 10 saal ho gaya almost.
right, sir.
And that was the very first program, right? MMU, Millionaire
Right,
Minds.
right, sir. In fact, the concept of millionaire mind and the money has been never given so specific form. That's where we were very wondering what it could be, what kind of subject, what kind of teaching has to be, and how it can be helped to as an individual or a businessman. But it's
Correct.
changed my life basically because that's where the first journey of understanding money and the business.
Wonderful. And I think that was about the time when you just started your new business, if I remember correctly.
All right, sir. So let me once again brief you. Basically, I am a professional pharmaceutical career. Had
Okay.
almost experience of 13 years in a job. I was heading sales department. I was journal head for a company called Cadila Pharmaceutical and the Itpa Laboratories.
Oh,
But the
wow.
time has come. I have started realizing that I have a lot of potential within. Why not to give a trial to do something? I had tried a business related to my own industry of pharmaceutical, a retail medical shop business, but I handed over to my nephew because I thought I can do much beyond and better than that. So I entered into a concept where somebody have given me opportunity to work on an e-commerce project. It was very new for me because I never had been knowing this e-commerce or anything online related concept of business. But as I was open and eager to do something in my life, I grabbed the opportunity. I said, if I'm open for entrepreneurship, let me grab, let me understand what is all about a journey.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So when I enter, I got a very good excitement, and then later I realized it's not easy as I thinking. Like in a job, we have a work in a pattern, 9 to 5, or some task has been given, and we just perform. But
Correct.
entrepreneurship is a game of totally different things. You require a lot of good mindset, good coaching, good mentor, and vision has to be very clear. And that's where it was missing in my life. That I was having a vehicle, a right vehicle, but the mission, the purpose, and why I'm doing, how far I can go ahead with this vehicle, it was all not very clear. And that's where even with the right vehicle, I could not able to have a speed and everything. And that's where I find a lot of clutter in my head, and that I started looking out who can be help me. And that's where
Right.
right time I got the opportunity. I think I attracted you. I attracted this program called Millionaire Mind Program, right, sir? Because
Right.
it changed my total perception about thinking about money, thinking about business, relationships about the money. Everything was just like I was not knowing, and that's the reason I was making a lot of mistake unknowingly. It was not very
Absolutely.
purposefully doing it, but it was unknowingly a lot of things which was happening from me, and that's where it make me aware. So from that training onwards, myself I was very aware that what I am thinking and how I'm behaving to the world has to
Correct.
be very much in a controlled manner.
And
Right,
it
sir?
is so true, Vinod, because if you really look at the statistics, more than 95% of businesses, when they are started by entrepreneurs, they fail. The
Right,
reason
sir.
is because they don't have the mindset. It's not that they don't have the skills or they don't have the talents, but the right mindset is so
Right,
important,
right.
especially when you're shifting from job to business.
Right, sir.
So,
Sir,
वहाँ पे तो
you have given books to refer in that particular program, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that book has taught me so much about that quadrant shifting. that there is
Yes.
a four type of people earn money through employment, through small scale business, through entrepreneurship, through investor.
Correct.
Now, and over there it is written that 97% of the people who are highly educated, knowledgeful people or belong to the left side of the quadrant where E and S. Only 3% people are belong to the businessman and
ENI.
investor.
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely.
And the difference between them is not much as a background, as a knowledge. It was all about same. In fact, the right side people are not very educated people. What what they have was the
The
right mindset,
right mindset. Absolutely.
right?
So
The way
true,
they
Vinod.
thinking, the way they thinking was totally different, and that's where I was uh, finding it difficult. Though I am very highly educated, master in organic chemistry or science, and then I am getting MBA from Wellington Institute. I used to handle 120 people, and I was very smart handling other business. But when it's come to my business, I'm failing. Right.
That's true. So right,
That's where
so right.
the
Absolutely. I
so
can
that's
relate to what
where,
you're saying.
yeah, right. So that I was thinking what this shift of quadrant is there. And that's where when I go in the deeper understanding of the books, I understand it's nothing but the concept of mindset and the concept where you shift yourself from trading to leveraging concept
Correct.
and
Absolutely.
build a system. So if I have a proper system, the system will work for me. And that's where I start thinking it is not me, it is how I can impart to other my knowledge and my
Absolutely. Absolutely.
right, sir, right, sir.
So then, do you think, based on your experience, do you think that every person who's getting into entrepreneurship or a person who is in business should do a program like this so that they create the right mindset?
Right. So the two things is required to when you have entered into the business. One is you require a platform and everything, and a person inside that business. You require a coaching, right?
Correct.
Someone who's ahead of you in that particular business or experience must be coaching you, all right? And then after that, because that person also know the limitations because he also belong to the same department. And then later you require someone expert coaching or not from your zone of expertise, outside faculty, right?
Yes.
Where
Yes.
he will give you guidance from different perspective, right? Various areas where we as a businessman we do not look out, right? And that's where I find when I attended this Millionaire Mind program that outside someone giving us
Third party
a
view.
very third party view and a very neutral because he is no bias that
Correct. Correct.
it's benefit or it is for particularly it's very unbiased kind of this that you have to do because it's a very scientific way to uh, go ahead, right? And that's where
Correct.
it is really work, right? People think that how outsider person or some coaching or technique can change the life, but it is very true because science is science. You can't change science, right? That's one thing and it's what you teach. It's all fundamental scientific technique which is there. And we like educated people. And sometime we if you some pandit is coming and teaching something, we just not correlate. But when there is a science technique, because we as a student we always think about
You
technique,
need
laws,
logic
and nature,
behind it. Yes, absolutely.
logic, yeah, and then we really accept it because that's where the world is happening.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
All
Absolutely.
right.
So, were you able to break a lot of limiting beliefs in that program?
Right. It was related to money. My problem when I have attended this program, entire 13 years of my life my saving was zero. And I was wondering, even I have a promotion, even I have an incentive because I was in sales. So we have a lot of
Correct.
incentives, money is coming, and I have a traditional business when the money also coming from there also. I have one property which I have rented out. All three, four way the money is coming to me every month, but I do not have a single penny in account. And that was my surprise, what exactly wrong happening. And when I attended the program, Millionaire Mind program, I understand it was a root cause because the upbringing of mine is belong to very lower middle class. I always find a fight for money. I always everything when the money come, the situation in my life, family. is not very healthy. They not think positive about giving money
Right.
or anything, and that's where I think that was the problem happening in my
It
side.
impacted the
That
thought process. Yes, absolutely.
right. So that was a. I think it was unknown went to my subconscious mind that whenever the money is coming, either there is anger or there is a frustration or something I can't handle it, and that's the reason it is go away very fast.
Yes, yes. So
So
true, so true.
when you giving that answer, the 100 answer, when I find numbering has to be given, the scale has to be given, and then I find, oh, it is coming very low because of, yes, all this factor. And that's where I diagnosed the problem first over there, first day. I remember, even it is very uh, late, I think I have 10 years or 9 years. I remember the first day it was a diagnosis,
Yes.
right? It's an entire day. We were wondering why it is all happening, because nothing you teaching us, the only diagnosis and diagnosis and diagnosis. And then second day, you have given the treatment. So it's a very
Yes.
true way of teaching us that first you know what is individual particular related problem you have, because there are a lot of good people over there. I think more than 40, 50 people were there, and everybody has a different problem. So
Yes.
you diagnose every one problem, and then you have given right treatment in the form of various
Right.
uh,
Absolutely.
techniques.
Yes.
Right, sir.
And what has been your growth since then? If you can just give in summary, like what kind of changes it has brought to your life?
Uh, when I entered into the business, it was very clear that I wanted to do this, because for that I locked the door of job.
Correct.
Now, if I lock the door of job going, uh, now there is a one way. Now I have just one way, do and die situations, right? So I was ready to give 100%. There was no dilemma or doubt in my mind कि ये नहीं चला तो वो करूँगा. I know that I have to give my 100%.
Correct.
When I got a right technique, right mindset, it was started giving me result. The result was so phenomenal that after just 90 days, because you have told us that you follow this formula, this technique, next 90 days without any break. And I have taken
Challenge.
as a challenge, and I make it with a not. This I will
Yes.
not make any change or any dilution over here.
Correct.
And I did it, right. And after 90 days, my bank balance was more than 10 lakh rupees. I have first
Wow.
time seen my 10 lakh rupees is rotations happening. I thought it was saved money. 10 lakh rupees is saved money. Right? I had never seen. And then that's where I started building my business. Growth has started happening. And in next 2000, I think 14, 15, I start traveling to Dubai. Even whatever my salary used to be there, I started spending and traveling every year, because I used to go very oftenly to Middle East countries to build my business. And that's why I understand the power of success, right? And whenever I feel anything down or things not happening, I just come to basics, what you have taught to me.
Correct.
That's
Correct.
where I always, so I make habit of doing it. It's not DNA. That few things I never left out till now.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Right, right.
I remember you were mentioning that after the workshop, your business started growing in Middle East, and you started
Right,
having
right,
people
right,
in your
right,
network over there as well. So
right.
right
So
now, your network size would have grown significantly, as I
it
believe.
is more than 14,000 customer base I have, and
Oh wow!
it was more than uh, uh, I leverage almost every day 1,000 people manpower time, which is it's a system, right? Every entrepreneurs work on leveraging times and skill
Correct.
and the money, right? So I leverage on this concept of building the system, right?
Right.
And so things are happening. I am on the way. I have not even reached to my ultimate goal of life, but I know I'm in the right place, I'm right path, and I'm going very rightly. So, right.
Fantastic. So you're very close to your financial freedom now, or are you already financially free?
Not yet, sir. Things has to be done a lot because now I can see whatever the goal I have made it. Uh, that my mind was very small thinking, right? अभी मैं सोच रहा हूँ उतना छोटा गोल क्यों बनाया,
Correct.
right? Used to tell me कि भाई अभी कम से कम सोचने में तो तुम कंजूसी मत करो, बट
सही
वो
बात
कभी
है.
ऐसा लाइफ में मिला नहीं था, इसलिए हम सोचने में भी कंजूसी करते थे पहले,
Correct,
राइट?
correct.
और वो अभी ऐसा लगता था कि उस समय ऐसा क्यों नहीं सोचा कि कुछ बड़ा और हो जाए, राइट? एंड
Yes,
बिकॉज एवरीथिंग मैनिफेस्टेशन में टाइम लगता है, राइट? बट आपने
absolutely.
जो आज के 3 साल 4 साल पहले सोचा, उसकी मैनिफेस्टेशन हो सकता है 2 साल 3 साल बाद हो, और जब
Correct.
होता है तो पता चलता है ये बिकॉज दैट आई पुट इट द थॉट दैट टाइम एंड इट इज कमिंग नाउ. तो वो
Absolutely.
समझ में आता है कि यार मैंने उतना छोटा क्यों रखा, राइट?
वो तो ऐसे ही है, the mindset gradually develops, and at some
हाँ,
point it becomes like totally unlimited in nature, and you can
राइट,
literally think whatever you want to think. So
राइट.
wonderful, Vinod. If you want to, what are the practices that you like? No compromise. मतलब ये तो करना ही करना है. वो practices आप बता सकते हो? What are the things that you do at a minute?
राइट. तो दो चार चीज तो मैंने सर उस समय एकदम कांस्टेंट रख ली. आपने बताई थी कि द विजुअल इफेक्ट, राइट,
The
द वर्बल
visualization.
इफेक्ट and the feeling. The three departments are very important to receive or give to the world, right?
Correct.
So what I did, I make a first my goal very clear in the form of visual form, picture
Yes.
form, all right? Because you told us ki if you see picture and you
Yes.
heard a story, which one will be the more lasting? It was the picture, right? Because the it's a various your senses getting received that. So
Yes.
I made a vision board, and I made a vision board related to my dream home, related to my destination to reach for the holidays, my cars, my markets, my business areas where I'm going to grow, the people, the organization size, the luxury, the money, everything I put it, what I can think. Even the smallest one, I put it the scooty for my daughter.
Right.
Right. कि चलो ठीक है, उसको तो मैं कभी भी ले सकता हूँ. But in fact, I put it iPad also. I put it a small watch also, because I think if it is anything, then I have to put anything, right? Because when I achieve my smaller goal, looking at this particular, it's give me confidence that the
Confidence to
bigger
achieve
one
the
also,
bigger
right?
ones. So correct. Very good.
I put it first time iPad, and I my surprise, I bought the same iPad, same configuration, and that's where my confidence can go on. Can when you put into anything in the front of you in the visual form, things started happening, right? Number two, I started making a lot of affirmations related to my business, right? And I understand that mind is working 24/7, you talking to yourself, to the world 25/7. So why not I have to talk right? Why not to talk things which I need rather than thinking what can happen, what cannot happen, right? So
सही
the
बात है.
money affirmation you have given, right? I literally make it way of my life, right? I remember you said you talk to universe every single day. So my
Yes.
habit is there from beginning. I used to go park every day in an open area, make a walking, and end of the or beginning of the day time, I go and talk to universe that, hey universe, if anyone something great coming to them, and something please give to me. I'm open to receive it. So I just talk to this every day, right? In a very
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 nice.
particular,
I'm
and
so
it's
happy
really
to see
work.
that you remember all that even today,
Right, right,
Vinod.
right,
Very
right,
nice.
right. So, and then your one thing was that the prayer of mind. You said you go
Yes.
for 21 days to listen is, and it's take 20 25 minutes to listen, but everything is included. Everything, right? Your your behavior, your thought process, your forgiveness, everything is there in that particular mind power. It's very powerful. and then affirmation related to
So you've been doing prayer
my
of mind. You did prayer of mind for quite some
right,
time.
right. I did affirmation. Now gratitude is my life today.
Wonderful.
Every morning I am here in India or travel, I carry one notebook and a pen. The moment I get up from my bed, I go just write my 10 gratitude and my 20 dreams every single day, sir.
Do you write your
I'm
goals every day?
right. I write, start every single day writing my gratitude, the universe that you have given me, the human, right, creations, gratitude to my mother, to my business, to my associates, to my nature, at least 8 to 10 gratitude every single day. And then I have made a 7 top goal of my life where I make a postcard, and that postcard I put it in a 7 place in my home in a laminated form, in a yellow postcard, and this by we used to have
Yes.
postcard size. And that 7 goal is the purpose of my life. More of them is related to business and the need of my life. And I rewrite every day last 9 years without. So
Fantastic.
anybody come to even to my sleep and tap me, say, what is your top 10 goal of life? I can tell.
Just rattle it out. Fatafat.
Right, right. Because I understand that opportunity and the God can come anytime.
So true.
वो कभी भी आ सकते हैं, right?
उस
तो
समय
वो
हम सोचने बैठे क्या चाहिए तो
हाँ
गड़बड़।
क्या चाहिए, तो तथास्तु मिलने से पहले वो चले जाए, बोले यार अभी तुम रेडी नहीं हो लेने के लिए, राइट?
सही
So
बात है।
I am ready with this. Someone asked me what is your top 10 goal, I can tell every time and any time. Right?
Correct,
So ये सब
correct.
clarity of thought मिली right coaching से, right technique से, और I always give credit. Even I tell everyone that someone has taught me so much, right? Uh,
Oh, I know, Vinod, we are very grateful. You send so many people to our workshops.
right,
And we are very
right.
grateful for that you continue to inspire people.
Right, sir. Right, because it's by nature. If I'm getting something good, why not to contribute or share? Right. It's a age of information, age of sharing and knowledge. So we share, right, positive things.
No, no, so true, Vinod, because people work so hard, they spend money on education, they're working so hard, और finally अगर कुछ पैसा बचता नहीं है तो then they struggle, there's so much stress just because
Right,
some piece of
right,
knowledge is missing. So
right.
what would be your last message to all the people?
So recently, when I came to know that so you started the group coaching where you have selected people who looking out to have some changes or something, they have a target or they want to have some good, once again,
Results,
coaching
yes,
for
higher
me,
results,
yeah,
yes.
higher result in a specific time. I grabbed the opportunity because I got opportunity to associate with you for next 90 days. And I thought I should never miss this. And I grabbed this opportunity because it is not one time you require your mentor or coaching or any technique. You require repetition. You require telling someone again and again and again,
Constant
right?
reinforcement,
Constant,
yes.
right? Because there is always something new coming, right? Because you also learning and you
Yes,
also give us updates, right? And that's where the both way we got updation. Otherwise, what in last 9 years, whatever I taught, if I apply today, may be required some changes. And that's where today
yes.
I'm finding a lot of changes happening in this group coaching. Now, this is something which is I feel, but personally, that conditioning of anything or change of anything require hammering, require a lot of time, right? In what happened in 2 days workshops, we come out from that workshops, we are very excited, but we drop the ball. We drop the ball of after 5 days, 10 days, or 1 month. Some people who are crazy enough, they understand the most, they continue. But this kind of coaching where you are there every week, we not let down. right? Because every week you come and ask what happened to last 7 days, what progress is happening.
There's more
It's like,
accountability.
right, the teacher is coming and asking how you progressing, how you're going towards the exam, and how you're going to give the paper, and everything is very much alert. So we are aware and we are alert, and that alertness put us into the actions. We are
Correct.
giving, we are thinking like a student. We are putting our time to do all the tasks you gave us, right? And we believe that it will be definitely work, and things started moving, right? And for a people like me, a businessman, it's really work because the I can apply to same thing to my organization, because continuous training is required to be.
Yes, absolutely.
Right,
Absolutely.
right.
Wonderful, Vinod. So I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for sparing your time at short notice.
Thank you very
And
much, sir.
thank you for inspiring people who will watch this video, because
All right,
a lot of people attend the workshops, but sometimes, एक छोटा सा टिप भी मिल गया ना, जैसे आपने बताया कि मैं रोज अपने गोल्स को लिखता हूँ, मैंने
right,
7 पोस्ट कार्ड बनाए अलग अलग, ये छोटी
right.
छोटी बातें होती है कभी कभी, which can make a big difference, so thank you so much for sharing what you do on a daily basis, and I'm sure it will inspire many people to follow these things, क्योंकि knowledge तो हम लेते हैं लेकिन following is very important. And I would like to say I'm very proud of you that you
Right,
not
sir.
only attended the program, but you actually made it happen. You followed it, you created a level of success, and not only to your life, but लेकिन आपके टीम में जितने भी लोग आपसे जुड़े हैं, I can see Zishan, Geeta,
Right,
all
right.
those people who are shining.
These people are these people are literally follow till now, right? The Gita is particularly, she is absolutely follower. She left the job. She was in a very high level of IT. She was in US, and she is now working with me. She is an entrepreneur, and wealth wise, she's become a millionaire. She got a very, see the way she's going. She got a good two ancestor property in the worth of crores.
Wonderful,
She attracted. She attracted. So she's the crazy of what you have taught to her. She do a lot of DFT. She is a good believer of you.
very
On the
nice,
training. Right,
nice.
right.
तो एक लास्ट
So,
क्वेश्चन मैं पूछना चाहूंगा, आपने जो पहला विजन बोर्ड बनाया था,
हाँ,
where you had put all your dreams, a lot
हाँ.
of those got ticked off.
राइट सर, मेरा भी हुआ है। मेरे जो हम लोग ने 4 लोगों ने अटेंड किया है, सबका हो गया है, राइट। हमने एक एक चीज बहुत स्पेसिफिक लिखी थी। मैंने तो एक क्रूज में बोला था कि आई विल ट्रेवल टू क्रूज, एंड देन आई वेंट टू थाईलैंड, एंड आई गॉट अपॉर्चुनिटी टू क्रूज। तो वो मैं बोला अरे यार, ये क्रूज तो इसे मैंने लिख दिया था, क्रूज ट्रेवल में करना है। सो मच थिंग्स वी हैव अटेम्प्ट ना सर, बहुत छोटी छोटी चीज, और बहुत मजा आ रहा है। मतलब उसको
Right.
स्कूबा डाइविंग मैंने किया, बहुत कुछ किया मैंने, सब कुछ वहां पे लिखा है, राइट।
Very
ऐसा है
nice.
कि पैसा ही पैसा है, नहीं है वहां पे, बहुत कुछ
No, no,
हमने
it's
छोटे
about
छोटे फंड
creating a beautiful life.
क्रिएटिंग, राइट।
Absolutely.
हाँ,
It's not about money at all.
हाँ।
It's about making
ट्रेवल
a
का,
big difference.
हाँ ट्रेवल का हम लोगों ने बहुत किया था उसमें। और वी व्हेन वी रीच देयर ना, और फिर हमको बहुत एक्साइटमेंट फील होता है कि यार सॉलिड, हम लोगों ने वी हैव मेड इट दिस टू बी अचीव, और हम यहाँ पहुंच गए हैं।
Very nice. It almost gives goosebumps. उस टाइम पे ऐसा लगता है,
राइट,
oh my
राइट,
God.
राइट, हाँ। तो हम लोग ने हम लोग बच्चों की तरह ना हर 6 महीने में एक्सरसाइज करते रहते हैं। चलो आज हम एक काम करते हैं, विजन बोर्ड बनाते हैं, राइट।
Correct,
वी
correct, correct.
लिटरली डू, एंड एक ग्रुप में बनाते हैं सब लोग, बहुत मजा आता है।
Wow. Beautiful.
सो एक सब लोग पेपर लेके आएंगे, या फिर विल अरेंज वन प्रिंटर, एंड फिर उसको हम प्रिंट आउट लेते हैं। वी हैव अ ग्लू, वी हैव अ पेपर, वी डू एवरीथिंग इन अ ग्रुप। बहुत मजा आता है सर। और उसमें क्या
This
है
is
ना,
a
एक
beautiful activity for a team, huh? Very nice.
टीम एक्टिविटी वी डू, एंड आई राइट। मैंने आज लाया नहीं, आई विल डेफिनेटली सम टाइम इन अ नेक्स्ट ग्रुप कोचिंग में आपको दिखाऊंगा सर। आई मेड अ
Oh,
वेरी गुड विजन बोर्ड का एक मैंने अच्छा सा प्रिंट आउट निकाला है, और आई
correct.
डिस्ट्रीब्यूट टू एवरीवन, राइट।
Wonderful, wonderful, Vinod. Thank you so much once again. God bless you,
थैंक
and
यू सर,
wish you all that all your dreams come true. And
थैंक यू सर फॉर योर काइंड and your coaching and mentor and direction is always helping me, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
thank you so much. God bless you. All the
Thank
best.
you.